Hey Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at the topic of family, okay? So whether that is your blood family, parents, siblings, children, or whether this is the family that you have chosen to walk with in this life, we are going to be looking at that. I will also pull some cards in regard to just important messages in general for you as well. But please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. It does make a huge difference to the channel. Every single like and subscribe really does help. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. But this week we are I've got the Seeker Lenormand here. And I also have the Mystic Martian Oracle. Okay, some really interesting messages come through with that one. So I love using that deck sometimes. So we're going to get started though, looking at family. Okay, what's going on for Sagittarius with family? Family for our Sagittarius. And one more, please. Clarify number 7. Clarify number 7. I'm getting a pretty straightforward message here, Sagittarius. The hidden energy we've got on the bottom of the deck, we've got the ship, which is talking about distance, travel. Then we have the mouse, which is something that has been lost to you in the past. And then we have the home, okay, so family, once again. So something that has been lost to you in the past when it comes to your family. I just wanted to show you that because it is reflecting what I'm seeing up here as well. Because firstly, we have the rider. Okay, so the writer does talk about good news on the way. We have the stars, so some sort of good news about a wish being fulfilled, a desire, that's being reached for you here, Sagittarius. The star reminds us to stay very hopeful and positive, that, optimistic that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to. We do have the writer does talk about good news on the way. You can kind of see too in this particular rider energy, it's the mouse riding the snail. So as we saw in that that hidden energy there, the mouse hiding in the skull there, the mouse energy riding the turtle shell, the home energy. So we're looking at similar energy with that, just with that rider energy. Okay, so the snail shell is like a turtle shell. That's their home. All right, and then we do have the mouse, the little mousey riding that. So it's kind of like something from the past coming home, something from the past coming back in. That's the good news that's on the way. This past energy that has been lost to you coming back home. And that's what I'm seeing here. That's pretty much what I'm seeing as you're reading. We do have that star saying, the wish, the desired outcome is the one that's coming in for you here. We do have the garden coming through, which does talk about meeting somebody halfway, somebody, when we saw that ship on the bottom of the deck, somebody maybe traveling distance to meet you. So it definitely could be talking about meeting you physically, like going out to a coffee shop, having a coffee, meeting you somewhere in public, running into somebody somewhere in public, and what I'm seeing here too, we do have the snake and then the clouds. All right, so that shows us with that snake energy. That's why I clarified that with that clouds, because the snake energy, it's talking about something that you desire, an outcome that you desire here, a meeting that you desire. You have, it does talk about some sort of underlying passion ambition here. There also is some underlying deception with the snake as well. So it's kind of feeling like, you know, the snake has been hidden from you. Whoever this snake energy is, it's kind of like it's somebody that's been hidden from you, that you thought this person was lost to you, but it's not that they're completely lost. It's more so along the lines that they're being hidden from you, or there's been some sort of deception, okay, that has held this person back from approaching you. So what I'm kind of getting here, being that this is talking about family, I am getting that this is kind of along the lines of a long lost family member, or somebody that you have not met within your family. All right, so I'm kind of getting a few examples here. So I am hearing like the long lost family member, somebody that left the family a long time ago, and you thought they were lost to the ether, you know. You didn't know what had happened to this person. You may not have been in contact with this person for a very long time, but I am feeling that there may have actually been some deception about what has happened with this person, all right? Because I am hearing things along the lines of, for some of you, this is something that it's like somebody actually, you know, suffered some severe addictions or mental illness, and that took them off on their own little tangent in the world, and somebody in the family has sort of covered that up a little bit, and they've said, oh, they've gone, they're not in the family anymore. You know, so they've tried to hide what's the truth of why this person is no longer in the family. You know, for some of you, the deception is along the lines of, you know, someone had a secret child, and that's why you didn't know about this family member, but now they're sort of coming out of the woodwork. We do have, you know, the writer comes in pretty quick usually, and so this is sort of something that, you know, I do feel that majority of you actually know about this, because we're seeing it, we're seeing the star. So that really does show us that this is like some sort of something that you kind of have, you know, wished for, and with the clouds clarifying that snake energy as well, it shows us that it's somebody that you think about. You have thought about this. You know, it's something that you've tried to think through all these different possibilities of, where did this person go? What happened to so and so? How come I've never heard about what happened? You may have never heard the story about why they are no longer in the family. You know, so for some of you, it's something that it's been in the back of your mind. You have thought about this person here and there. You know, so I do feel as though, you know, for some of you, there is some sort of deception involved. Something has been hidden from you when it comes to this person. But you're either going to run into them, or you're going to hear from this person, and they're going to, you know, organize to, you know, come back to either just you or to the family as a whole. All right. So it feels like this person is returning. All right. I'm just going to grab you some quick advice for this situation. Okay, Sagittarius. Because I do understand this is pretty specific. Not every single person in the world has a, you know, a long lost family member or a family member they've never heard of. I personally do. I'm not a Sagittarius though, but you never know. My father is a Sagittarius, so, you know, maybe my sister might reach out to him. You know, that would always be a possibility, seeing this sort of stuff in this reading, that, you know, I might be expecting my father to run into my sister, who has sort of cut contact with the family quite a long time ago. You know, I definitely could see that occurring with this spread. Okay, even though it's not me directly, you know, we pretty much everyone knows a Saggy, right? You guys are the base of a lot of good friendships and family relationships. So I love myself, my Saggies. I do love all my Saggies. I've got quite a few friends that are Sagittarius. Okay, friends that I consider family too. So there you go. Okay, advice for Sagittarius with family. Pretty straightforward. We have the key and the tower. So open up to the past coming back in. You know, this person may be older than you, but open the door. Open the door. It's coming through pretty straightforward with that key. The key opens doors to success. All right, so there's successful opportunity to reestablish foundation here. This is definitely somebody from the past coming back through. It's telling you to open the door to this person. Okay, let them in, hear them out. All right. But we'll move away from family matters for a moment, Sagittarius. Okay. Aside from family, important messages for Sagittarius, please. Important messages for Sagittarius. Mantis beings. Enigma, elusive, sensitive. Is that you, Sagittarius? You've been a bit off on your own little planet lately, I feel, with that one. We'll go into that in a moment with the Lenormand. But the other card we have here, tall whites. Uncertainty, distrust, and guarded. So I do feel as though, for a lot of you, this is referring straight back to that family thing, even though I did say family stuff aside. That this person, maybe this person, you feel as though this person has been very elusive. They've, been very hidden, the hidden enigma of the family. And then we have the tall whites with you being quite guarded, not sure who you should trust when it comes to the facts of the matter with this situation. But we did see your advice as, allow this person back in, open up to this person. All right. So I feel as though you can trust this person more than you may initially feel. Okay. That you are quite, it makes sense to be guarded and distrustful for our own personal protection. But I do sort of intuitively feel that you can trust this person. All right. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well. Okay. Important messages for Sagittarius, please. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? Important messages for our Sagittarius. Fire signs doing me easy today. You guys are doing pretty straightforward messages for me today. They all feel individual. What's going on with that? Clarify these three cards. Why is that the important message for Sagittarius, please? Okay, so the reason that this is the important message for you at the moment, Sagittarius, we have the coffin and the book. Okay, so the coffin really does talk about, it's death and rebirth. It's endings bringing brand new beginnings, things that have closed, things that you've closed the door on in the past. You now have these brand new beginnings, these new chapters in your life coming through. A lot of focus here on the new beginnings for you, the new chapters for you, the unknown elements of your life that, you've entered into in this coffin. You see it's actually a chrysalis rather than a coffin. So we do get that energy with the coffin that, you're no longer this caterpillar that you once were. You're about to emerge from this chrysalis as a beautiful butterfly. And even though, you don't know what it's like to be a butterfly, you don't know what it's like to fly, you're ready to fly into that story and see where that takes you. So that's a really beautiful energy here. But what I'm seeing, these other three cards have come out. The energies are sitting very separately. Okay, so I do have the home energy first and foremost. I have the fish energy, and then I have the ship energy as well. Okay, so these are, keep in mind that these are, it's kind of telling me that these three aspects of your life, to make sure we're separating the different aspects of our life at the moment. So we've got home, okay? We've got home, we've got family, we've got, the things that are stable and secure. That I do feel for a majority of you, that's the family life stuff. Your sense of home, where home is where the heart is, where you have built your family. Keeping family separate to your finances, your abundance, your wealth. Okay, financial stuff, keeping that separate from the family, unless of course it is family that you need to, you've got combined finances with. Obviously that's going to fall under the finances, not under the home, but keeping those all very separate. So really having a divide, a separation, this elusive energy, that each energy does need to be, elusive to its own self. It needs to be sensitive, financial information, sensitive to financial information, the people that need to know about financial information only. All right. And same as family stuff, keeping that to the family. And ship energy here. This is you being a little bit of an enigma. Okay, Sagittarius. This is you, if you are making any plans to travel, or if you are meeting up with somebody and you're traveling to meet up with somebody, it's asking me to tell you to keep your plans to yourself. Don't be telling everyone your plans to travel. I'm just kind of getting that, that's why we're seeing that guarded, distrustful energy. For some reason, you need to keep your plans to yourself. Do not be sharing financial information. Do not be sharing travel information. Do not be sharing family information. For some reason, you need to keep all that to yourself. It's very elusive, aloof energy, each of those individually. They need to be kept very separate, and you need to be, guarded about what information you're giving to what people. You're right. It's kind of that energy of, you don't need to know that. If they don't need to know that, they don't need to know that. Keeping that to yourself. All right. And that ship, though, it does also talk about some sort of journey that you're undertaking. May not even be physical travel for some of you here. Although, I am getting travel plans. Keep your travel plans quiet. Don't be telling everyone where you're shipping off to. All right. So if you're planning on traveling, do not be sharing that information with everyone. Okay. I can't sense why. But I can sense the outcome if you tell people. If you tell people, you won't be able to start these new journeys. You won't be able to start these new adventures for yourself. You will trap yourself in this coffin chrysalis energy. You will not be able to have the new chapters where you want them to go. Things are not going to work out the way that you need them to go. Your new beginnings are not going to come through if you, for some reason, if you're sharing too much information, because I don't know what it is, but there's something about keeping all this information very secretive and personal to, who needs to know at the moment, okay? So I don't understand that message that I'm getting there. So I'm going to leave it at that, and just sort of be like very careful about sharing information at the moment when it comes to those three areas of your life: travel, finances, and family life. Okay, they need to be kept to themselves. Okay, I'm just seeing little compartments. All right, Sagittarius, you need to have your stuff in little compartments, and only be sharing financial stuff with your financial people, only sharing home stuff with your home people, only sharing travel stuff with the people that need to know. Okay, it's this, I don't know, I can't grasp onto what that is, why that is, but there's just something, because it's being very elusive as well. The reason, it's not sharing the reason for the privacy, but needing to, keep your own privacy here at the moment, okay? So that's what we've got for you, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. They may give you another layer of understanding, especially your moon sign. Please leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.